What's up, Buck fans? Real Bucks Talk back with another film study. Today is our first ever playoff preview. It's been a long time, 13 years. The Bucks have been waiting for this opportunity. It's time to take advantage. Who's on the docket? The Washington football team. Before we jump into their offensive film, let's look at where their offense ranks. So you're looking at total offense here. Where are they at? Down bottom of the barrel, averaging 20.9 points a game, as opposed to the Bucks 30.8. Let's be honest, everyone says the same old saying, defense wins championships, but you got to score points to actually have your defense win the game. So let's go over their offense. What do you see plus? What do you got to stop first?
Well, obviously, you got to stop the run. I think, Antonio Gibson's a feature of their offense. So you have to make sure you wrap up here. These guys, they're very shifty. They have ability to make you miss. So tackling is going to be very important. We have to make sure we limit these type of gains to 2 to 3 yards instead of a first down. So they're going to feature him in a lot here again, just showing the window dressing that they like to do. Got to come up and make sure you tackle. So
Yeah, and this is stuff
that's
we all saw in Carolina. I mean, you saw the
absolutely.
the days where DJ Moore, Curtis Samuel, even last year, where they were just doing all these little shifts, motions, just trying to get you thinking something else, and then you left the wide open in the middle, and there's a big chunk of yardage. We're really good against the run, so hopefully that doesn't happen. Again, more window
Mhm.
dressing here, and then throwing to Antonio Gibson, rookie, very similar to David Johnson. That's why BA was saying it was between him and Antoine Woodfield in the second round. I'm glad we made our choice, but what do you see here?
Yeah, again, this offense they're going to try to get the ball out quickly. Alex Smith doesn't like to hold on to it. So we got to make sure we just flood the underneath zones and really attack them and make sure we come up and tackle like here. So it's going to be very important that we, just stay disciplined, stay in our area. Here again, throwing it out to a running back. Got to make sure you wrap up there because they'll get extra yards. And that's really what keeps their offense going. They're not going to tack you downfield. So it's a lot of, east and west stuff. Try to, make someone miss and then get yards after the catch.
Yeah, this dude, he has hands. He had plenty of catches. He was almost like a wide receiver in Memphis.
He was a wide
And
receiver. Yep.
yeah, so this dude can do it all, make you miss. Just make sure, like you're saying, wrap up the tackles, just like here. And a lot of window dressing again, we're going to say it again, because they're trying to
Hmm.
make you think one thing and do another thing. Just be,
Yeah, definitely.
play your assignment, right?
Yeah, yeah, that's what it's all about. They're going to try to do misdirection like you saw there. Here again, just JD McKissick, I think is his name. Yeah, you just got to make sure you watch him because he's another weapon that they try to get out. And you see here just quick fire. I mean, you see how fast Alex Smith throws it to him. I mean, there's no hesitation. So got to make sure you come up and make that play, make that tackle.
Yeah, and then Alex Smith doesn't have a rocket of an arm, so when you throw it downfield, he's really trying to push it, and it's not going to be the
Hmm.
most accurate ball. So, yeah, enforce the pressure, make him throw the ball deeper, because guess what?
Hmm.
I want him holding the ball that long. Let our guys get pressure in there. But what do you see
Right.
from Terry McLaurin here?
Yeah, Terry McLaren again. He's not 100% either, but I mean, he's still a threat. So you have to watch for him. You see the good route running there. Got to make sure you kind of find a way to disrupt him because he can win on these double slants as you see there. Just, again, this is all very short area of the field. This is where they're going to attack. Timing routes. A lot of this is just, I mean, you see Alex Smith there, doesn't really hold the ball very long as they're now going to Logan Thomas, who's a big threat. So you got to watch for him. Usually he's probably their best vertical threat because of his size. And Alex Smith doesn't have to be very accurate when he throws the football to him.
And this is also another scary area for us. Kevin Minter is going to be in there. Levante David's going to be in there covering. So it's
Hmm.
middle of the field. You saw in our last film study from the Falcons game, our linebackers aren't really understanding where to be in the middle of the field right now. So we got to clean this up quickly.
This is just a route concept that I wanted to show. It's just, they're just running double ends pretty much. And this is how they're going to attack, really intermediate, short. That's how they're going to play it. But this is not going to be all the time. Alex Smith usually, if he doesn't see this open right away, he'll probably go to, Logan Thomas here coming across, or I don't know if that's Logan Thomas, but you know, he's going to take the short route first. So I think it's very important just to force his issue, force the decision, and get after him, as we're going to see here coming up.
Because he's not the same. Like, coming back from these injuries, yeah,
Hmm.
his obviously he's not going to be the same. Everyone saw that injury. So what do you see here? How do you get pressure after him?
Yeah, just send like, exotic blitzes like we've shown before. You bring, corners or safeties or what have you, and really just flood the underneath. You have these guys play up and take away the underneath options and just do a good job of getting in his face. And then it's going to be inaccurate throws.
More just stunting in the middle, confusing the O line. Their O line is not the best. What do you see
Right.
here?
Yeah, definitely attack 76. I think Shaq Barrett can have a good game. You can run inside stunts against their middle and force pressure. So, yeah, it'll be very important for like Ndamukong Suh, Will Golston, JPP, Shaq. You can do things like this, set up, opportunities for your inside guys here. They do a nice stunt. You can see JPP easily doing this, or Shaq, so you'll have opportunities to win.
Now, this is an offensive line that's given up 49 sacks. In 8 games, we showed this in the live stream. Alex Smith's been sacked 22 times. Brady in 16 games has only been sacked 21 times. So this
Hmm.
O line can be attacked. Now let's move
Yeah.
over to their defense. Everyone's so scared of this defensive line. How do you feel about their defense, their defensive line, and the defense as a whole?
Yeah, I mean, I think you can attack their D line, and I think you start by running the football. I think you can do things like this and get to the edge. Ronald Jones has shown he can do that. So I think just continue to stay committed to the run. Obviously to start the game, we want to start heavy with the pass. I think, really set up the run in the right moments. But you should be able to run the football. And I think it's a smart thing to do. As you see here, we've seen Ronald do that, get skinny. I don't know about that, but you know, but this is very possible for Ronald to do things like this. He can create holes like that and get big yards.
And it's not just that, it's we're using the Lions as an example because they matched up pretty much right below us in every statistical offensive category. So why not use them, right? So they
Yeah,
beat the
exactly.
Redskins, or forgive me, the Washington football team, and
Hmm.
just doing the simple things. Don't beat yourself, which our coaching staff has a tendency to do, but run the
Hmm.
ball, make that defensive line work, make it think, not just pin its ears back. But it's just same old stuff. Don't beat
Hmm.
yourself.
Right. I mean, you see there they pull the guard. That's stuff we've done. So just gotta stay committed to it. And now we get into what we should do is play action. It's something we've done a lot. We've been using motion and use that play action as you can attack. You can attack the middle of their defense. You see the hesitation by their D line. And then it's going to be open up in the middle of the field because those linebackers have to stay committed. Now they're not going to give a lot of these kind of looks. They're playing like a cover three, but they basically have one safety high. Really not going to do that a lot, but when you protect it and you use play action, you're going to have opportunities like this. So this is what you got to do. You got to take advantage of it.
This is stuff we've been using the last 4 games. Let's just see it consistently more. I mean, look at all these play
Hmm.
action plays that have worked. And then if they're going to send pressure, get that little screen game going. Do that little quick pass outlet to Antonio Brown. Make this defensive line work harder than it needs to. And just
Hmm.
get the ball out of Brady's hand faster. Everyone's so scared about Brady getting sacked. Why? We've been getting the ball out faster earlier. So I'm not so concerned of their D line. I'm more, how much are we going to attack their secondary? I mean,
Hmm.
yes, respect them, but their defensive line, but that secondary, test it. And you'll have moments like this. I'll let you break down this a little bit more.
Yeah, it goes to protection. I mean, you see here, this is a standard drop back, but you look at them, they're doubling. They got, extra line help in there. So just doing a good job of keeping Matt Stafford upright. And you can attack him vertical if you get these kind of, timing and opportunities to go against their corners.
And we like to attack vertical. Let's just be honest. You're talking protection, protection. Look at all these guys blocking for him here. I mean, that's a crap ton. Max protect.
Yeah,
BA
that's what
doesn't
you got
like
to.
doing it much, but Gronk has been in there blocking. Rojo's been doing well blocking. What do you see here?
Yeah, that's what you have to do. You have to, take, take Gronk, take Cameron Brate, whoever you got to keep in there, Auclair, etc. Help, the front five and give pockets like this. You should be able to attack them and find the holes.
It's not rocket science with the weapons you have. I mean, even here, like an option for short and then look deep. I mean, it's
Hmm.
pick your poison, especially with our weapons. But what do you see here?
Yeah, again, this is something you can see Chris Godwin doing, just attacking the middle of the field because there's gaps. Look at that gap that's going to be there. So over the linebackers in front of the safeties, that's where you're going to win. Now, if their pass rush can get there, this is what they can cause. Their front four is good. So they can do things like this. You just have to be sure you're smart with the football. Tom usually is, and make sure you get rid of it, throw it away, or hit a check down,
I
you
mean,
know.
there's going to be pressure. Let's be honest. I mean,
Yeah, we're not gonna, completely stop them. They're gonna have their moments. We just have to make sure. I mean, as you see here, Chase Young, it can make things happen.
I
So
mean,
we just
the
have to
dude's
make
a freak.
sure.
Just be
Yeah,
honest.
yeah. So they're gonna have their wins. We just have to make sure it doesn't turn into this right here, where it's a turnover play and they take advantage of it.
And
Because
that's a
they're
big
really,
thing.
really, this is the only way they can win this game is if we mess up as far as beating ourselves with turnovers. That's the only way they can win. Their offense isn't going to beat us. It's the only way is they're going to have to get turnovers and score on defense. It's the only way they're going to keep up.
So usually the go-to. If you win the turnover margin, turnover battle, usually you win the game, especially in a game like this where their
Hmm.
defense is their biggest strength. Their offense does not do much at all. Don't
Right.
give them opportunities. Limit the opportunities. Play the field game. I would call our offense getting a little bit more. I don't care if it's just one more point. It's winning the game. That's all that matters. And with that said, guys, I hope you enjoyed the content. Make sure to hit that like button down below for us. Subscribe if you haven't just yet. Comment your opinions. Are we right? Are we wrong? You let us know. And with that said, until the next one.